Yo, what up, guys? Here's a little intro for the day's events. We've already gotten kicked off, as you could probably see. We're podcasting here from Legacy DC, upstairs in their lounge space above their storefront on 14th and U. I'm here with my co-host CJ on Vibe and Sesh Podcast, rapping with a bunch of people who are coming through. This party setting is definitely a lot different than where we started, but it's similar vibes.
It's a great scene here. We got great vibes. We got dabs flowing, edibles going, DJ killing it. It's awesome. Welcome to the Vibe and Sesh Podcast, guys. I'm CJ. It's 420. I hope you guys are as lit as we are. We've been smoking all day. It's been a really fun day so far. I mean, man, I woke up, took some dabs on Discord, got ready, came here, and we got the day started.
But yeah, I'm stoked to be here. I remember starting and having events in DC like throughout the years. Took a little dip with like COVID there, and
man, a couple of years ago
to
on 420
be back and vibing. NCF is today. There's shit all across the city today. It's like sick to see how lit DC is.
Yeah, NCF's always popping. I think it's going to be really good today. They got Wu-Tang in there, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that will be hype. And they have way better weather, we were saying, than the previous years.
Yeah, last year they kind of got rained out, which was a bummer. I think a lot of people were like, what the heck? But this year, they had 2 days. You know, people were in there Friday. It looked like a pretty good time yesterday, and people went back today. So I think they're killing it. Every year they go bigger and bigger, so nothing but good things to say about NCF. They're doing great.
Yeah, sick to see like storefronts like this on popping up and like thriving in the city, transitioning this year in DC, and like, I don't know, 420 vibes are fully flowing here in the city, which is sick.
Yeah, I would say 420 across the country is pretty lit today. There's a lot of shit going on in New York City, a lot of shit going on the West Coast, but DC really has a lot going on today. We have a couple parties here. We got the 420 Legacy Party, and then we got the classic. Why are you looking at me like that?
No, I'm just smiling. I'm fucking ripped right now.
we got Glass House Gallery Party later, and then
the club.
But there's different parties going on in the city too. A bunch of different storefronts. They're having different sessions for their people. I know G House is throwing down. The Grow Club is throwing down. There's like a lot of different parties throughout the city. Our goal today was just have fun with as many people that wanted to come through, that were looking for a good time, looking for a good place, just wanted the vibes, wanted a place to smoke.
We got a dab bar going. We got an edible bar.
Yeah, shit's lit.
We got a bar
over there.
bar.
We got pool. Yeah, alcohol. Everything's fun.
Some arcade games.
Yeah, it's going good so far, and we've got interviews with different people in the crowd. I know you talked to a couple people so far already. That looked pretty good.
Yeah, it's been good.
And there's a lot of cool people here that we definitely want to talk to.
Yeah, hearing some words of wisdom for the people as they're feeling enlightened on this special day.
It's really good vibes up here. People are playing pool. People are chilling. A lot of people just rolling through. We're at the corner of 14th and U too, so it's a perfect spot.
Nothing much. You got the joint. I've been eating edibles all day already. You gotta stay hydrated. You got the Modelo. You got the water. Drink water.
My name is Carnegie. I'm a photographer located in the DMV area. I spend a lot of my time with photography. I'm passionate about making people smile, making people feel better about themselves, looking good, feeling better about how they look. Yeah, man, it's simply put. I've done a lot of different type of photography work in the city.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, what is your main subject matter typically?
Currently, right now, I'm in the corporate world, so I do corporate events, things of that nature. We're in DC, it's political.
Yeah.
I excel at concert photography, event photography. I got some of the dopest Rock the City pictures from pictures of Nipsey Hussle.
Yeah.
My most recent thing I did was I took pictures of Oprah. That shit was cool.
Really?
Yeah, I got to take pictures of Oprah in December.
Did she come out here to see her portrait in the gallery and everything?
She had the movie Color Purple going on.
Yeah.
That shit was...
Dude, that's like pinnacle shit. Like, that's definitely one for the books.
My parents were happy. He was like, oh, he's just not a photographer.
Yeah.
The city's so much love and light and culture to capture out here. Like, it's any given Sunday you can do something, man.
Absolutely.
Like, we just randomly chopped up off a sweatshirt, you know?
Yeah, seriously. I was wearing the Slab Life R.I.P. Phone Homie sweatshirt, man. The boy Phone Homie's connected so many lives, influenced so many people. And you said you met him back in 2013?
Met him in 2013, 2014. They were at the radio station off of Georgia Avenue.
Yeah.
They had something called the Slab Hour.
He was OG with those events and all the cultural shit he was putting on in the city. He was like a big influence for us hopping in. He had us on the Slab Hour the one time, and he was like, yeah, we're taking a dab like every 5 minutes for the entire podcast. I was so done.
I could not tap in. I'm glad I
couldn't keep up with him. Yeah. Yeah, it was
a
brutal.
loud clap. Did he have the whistle at the time back then?
Yeah, of course. Man. I don't remember a day when he didn't have that whistle with him.
Shout out to Rico.
But yeah, those events were fucking gnarly, man.
He connected a lot of people in the community.
Yeah.
So many different walks of life. So it's dope to see, you know, the homage being paid to him.
And to still connect.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, for 420, I had to throw this on. I was like, it's a good homage.
He saw a vision that most people didn't. He saw a vision most people didn't see.
Absolutely.
You know, like Slab Life, we're gonna make it something cool, getting a million streams, coughing up a lung.
Yeah.
You know, like.
And he combined like all of his passions in one flow. You know, like he brought it all into one avenue, and I always respected that a lot. Grew up in this area too.
Born and raised.
So you've always kind of been like down in the weed scene then?
Parents are older, so they weren't really with that.
Oh, dude, same.
So
they're majorly conservative compared to me.
Yeah.
But it was just different times.
They knew.
It was those Ronald Reagan times where they're like, it's the devil. The devil's lettuce.
The devil's lettuce.
Yeah. Weed, like, although it was like so much lower quality or lower THC back then, it just hit like crazy all day. Like, dude, it was like we used to laugh for hours, bro, just geeking.
I miss those days, man.
I'm here with my guy.
Ty Stowe.
Oh, let's go. Well, happy 420, bro.
Thank you, man. Thank you guys for being here. This is really sick.
I mean, this all honestly came together because of you. This started with an idea probably 2 months ago, and you're like, hey, man, let's get together and do something for 420.
Yeah, man. I've known you for a long time, and it's like I've been trying to figure out a way to make the stars align. I thought this would be perfect, man. Thank you guys for pulling up.
Yeah, man, it's been awesome. We appreciate you having us here in the space. The space is literally perfect, right in the heart of the city at 14th and U. So tell us a little bit about what got you started here, man? I mean, I know that Legacy has been here for a couple years now. You guys are a powerhouse in the city. What started you?
Man, I think COVID, right? You know, I think I came from a different kind of background. I was doing event production and a lot of mural installation work, and COVID hit, it shut everything down and kind of redirected. So, you know, I threw all my passions and talents at this. You know, I mean, you can't see the whole space on screen right now, but a lot of blood, sweat, and beers went into this, man.
A lot of beers. Emphasis on the beers.
No. This is like my 16-year-old me's dream. You know what I mean? You got first thing I got in here before we had the lights installed was a pool table. So that was like that. I've been waiting for a pool table my whole entire life. Finally got it. I was playing pool in the dark for like 2 months before we even put the lights up. But,
that's why you're so good. This guy's literally playing pool in the dark.
Oh man, it's that's like my zen zone, you know. I got a few things, bro. Like graffiti and shooting pools. Like my two brain switches shut off, just kind of focus on the task at hand, you know. But
so you started out, you guys kind of opened up the second floor. What was the inspiration for the third floor? It's amazing up here.
Thanks, man. We do these live comedy shows here once a month called Joint Effort. We had this guy come through named Julio Diaz. And he walked in to do his set, and he gets up and he goes, hey, thank you, Legacy DC. It's always been my dream to do comedy at Rob Dyrdek's Fantasy Factory. And it kind of stung, but it made me laugh. But that's kind of it, right? It's like a lot of street art vibes, kind of Art Deco. You know, I got the arcade systems over here. It's like all the pings back from my childhood.
Right.
Yeah.
What does Legacy mean to you?
Man, that's a loaded question, right?
Sure
like
is,
it all starts with just like an idea and a thought, and it's just like Legacy just felt good at the time. But over the last 2.5 years, I really started honing in on it and thinking about like what is my legacy, right? It's like through painting and doing like graffiti for 25 years, I always thought that would be it, but it was such like a, I don't know, that's for me to stroke my own ego if I'm being real. That's what I do to create and get known. But okay, so
out good energy there.
Back to this, it's like in the last 2.5 years, you know, I'm blessed to have an amazing staff. You know, I got about 20 heads down there that are just like the coolest kids ever. Everybody's like very respectable in their own lane as a creative. You know, so the legacy portion of it to me is like I know nothing's permanent. You know, nothing is forever. So I really hope that legacy is my legacy.
So you guys have a pretty big impact in the community too. I know that you guys try your best to be like a shining light and a good community member. What are some of the stuff that you guys have been doing?
It's probably the most impactful thing to me that I think that we've accomplished is up on Girard Street. You got a bunch of kids with like high-risk youth, you know, and there's a football program over there. These kids were playing, they're 9, 10, 11, 12 years old, and they're playing in football gear that's 15, 16 years old, you know. So you imagine the amount of impacts those helmets took and how many heads got rattled in those. And long and short, they didn't have cleats, they didn't have anything, so we basically outfitted the whole entire team last summer for training with all fresh gear, you know.
That's great.
And it's like the little things, man. It's really nice to feel you know, a sense of community. Yeah, for sure.
What does the future hold for Legacy? I know things are changing in this world, and a lot of the things are changing in DC. What does the future hold for Legacy?
It's an interesting question, man. I know we're going to be around for a while. To what capacity? There's a lot of buckets that we're putting drops in, you know. It's hard to say, man. It's you know, to be determined. But you know, for us, I think we're going to go to the licensed route, and we're going to see how that goes. Obviously, Legacy Sessions is really important to us, and we're putting a lot of energy into that. Just another platform to take to kind of support creatives and to still work with fun projects and kind of make a dent in that zone. So
I'm starting to see some of the creators around the DMV starting to pop up with their own shows or pop up with their own, you know, podcast episodes. So it's really cool to see. I mean, if you're a cool creator, if you're a creator just trying to get started, anyone, you know, just it's a really good vibe that you guys are creating over there. So I would definitely encourage anyone to get in touch with Legacy Sessions.
The doors that I tried to crack open intentionally here is to kind of like lower the bar of entry for a lot of things, you know, creatively, and continue to support that. So as long as I can keep doing that, I'll be happy, bro. You know?
Yeah, man. Well, you guys are doing all the right things. You know, you're making a good impact. You're making a good impact in your community. You're really trying to put the best foot forward in every capacity. So I think what you guys are doing, I think it's a model story, you know, in all capacities. So
thank you, bro. I appreciate that.
Yeah, well, I appreciate you hopping on with me today, Tyler.
Of course.
I think it's a good little interview, bro.
Thank you, bro.
It's fucking awesome. Thank you.
Peace.
Some point in time means nothing. It is what I do and what I know that matters. You know, I'm one of the firm believers that you walk it the way you talk it, and better yet, you shut up and just walk it.
This whole segment, 420, it's like really about the vibes. I feel like you come in here with open energy, taking some monster dabs, eating some edibles, feeling good.
Man.
Letting the wavelength take you.
Man, let the wave vibes take you.
Yeah.
And here's the thing that I had to learn. In order for you to understand what 420 is all about, it is about freedom and liberty to be able to do what you feel you need to do. Period. Right before I had joined the police department, I became a member of Omega Psi Phi.
Yeah.
So the reason why I had to stop being a police officer because I was a terrible cop. And I don't mean terrible in the sense, me and you would have had fun. Me and you, the person that smoked weed, you would have had fun because I wasn't confiscating your weed. Somebody was like, how does it feel to be in DC? The only thing I can talk about is smoking weed.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's a good day in the culture of DC, and I mean, it hasn't always been like this. Been having events and having a good time for a good few years, though. Like 7 or 8 years now. It's been tight.
Man,
And watching the transition over the years is crazy too.
one thing I want to do with my comedy is I want to help enlighten people to who we really are down south.
Yeah,
Who
I think
we
that's
truly
important.
Are. Who we truly are.
I feel that.
We are not the Sambos. We are not the yes sir, mouse boss. Fuck that shit, man. We will fuck your ass up.
Yeah,
I mean, like, you know, like.
and that's why I wanted to have you on to say a few words, man.
Yeah, nah.
It's like I sense that
That's
energy,
the-
that like passion
Yeah,
inside
nah,
you.
it's the.
Hey guys, how's it going? It's CJ with Vibe and Sesh. I'm here interviewing my man X. What's going on, X?
Hey man, how are you doing?
Good. So give us a little background. You are a DC mover and shaker, man. Give us a little background on what you've been doing in DC.
Shit, man. I've been doing events since like 2017.
Sure.
Till about like 2020.
Okay.
Had a little few things I had to take care of with the family, so
Sure.
I took my hiatus, and
Sure.
it's really nice to be back.
Yeah, man. So welcome back to the scene. I remember X from the early days. We were promoting. He was moving and shaking in DC. You would always smoke really cool pieces. I think you're a mothership guy, right?
Yeah. I like to have I think I had about 4 now. Had an Elite, Taurus, actually 2 of them, and now I have my ball rig. That's kind of my daily now.
Which one's been your favorite?
Definitely the Taurus. I like the little pinch in the waist. Gets that nice function. They don't bottom out.
I have heard that if you're going for a Taurus recently, my friends have been telling me to look for the older ones and look for the little pinch that shows they got the little hips in there.
Yeah,
They're
yeah,
like, that's
absolutely.
the one. So like, go for the OG ones. I know our local buddy Clearmind's got one.
That
I've hit
one's
that.
from me.
That's from you?
Yep. That
Dude,
one was mine.
That piece hits so freaking good.
You like it?
Yes.
Dude, it was mine for about 3 years or so. Had a buddy babysit it for about a year.
Sure.
Got it back, and he really wanted it. I was like, you know what, bud? It's yours. So we arranged something, and we were both happy, and now he's in love, and I'm happy.
Dude,
so.
that piece is awesome, man. So tell me a little bit more about your journey in DC. How'd you get started in the old event days, and what brought you back?
I have to shout out my man Dabbed Out Dubs. He's the one who brought me into the scene. I met
Awesome.
him at Listen Vision Studios, where Phone
Okay.
Homie, rest in peace, Phone Homie,
R.I.P. Phone
where
Homie.
he used to have his events at, and he used to have his
Yeah,
slab out.
Georgia Ave.
It was a Sunday nights,
Yep,
9
yep.
p.m.
Every
So
Sunday night. It was broadcast worldwide too.
It was a party. It was
Yeah.
always fun. That's where I met a majority of the people in the scene.
Sure.
And got introduced to a lot of the people on the south side. It's just really cool to be back in the scene and see how much it's changed.
So
and
what
how much
brought
it's
you back?
popping. I think I just missed it. I just missed the people, missed, just getting around and meeting people from all sorts of places and hearing all sorts of crazy stories, seeing those
Right.
type of cool pipes. That's a lot of the thing too. Seeing a lot of cool pipes lately.
What's been the most exciting pipe or coolest pipe that you've hit recently?
Hit a Scott Depp mothership, like a prototype for an egg recently.
Oh my god.
Thing was crazy,
Yes.
real squatty, real tiny.
And it's like a 2011 or 2012, I think that one you're
I believe
talking
so.
about. So it's like, man, Scott stepped in, he made this damn piece, and now the eggs started happening,
It
Like,
was just a
that's-
revolution. I
yeah,
feel like
it's
the
freaking
2010s to about 2017 was a really hot time for glass and how things have changed. And now we have a lot of things cooking up.
Yeah, man, and I think it's pretty crazy too. Is that piece a 10 or a 14? Is that a 14? I initially thought it was
The
a 10,
Taurus?
but no, the egg that we're talking.
The egg is a 14.
Yeah, I thought, no, we put an adapter on there. I was going to say, because like typically, I was like, there's no way Scott was thinking about 10s back then. That would be wild.
No,
Yeah,
14 was like the universal
right,
size.
go-to back then.
Now
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
10.
100%.
Love it.
Do you prefer a 10 over a 14?
I find 10 to be more manageable because you get a tighter restriction.
Yeah, like
you get
tighter
more,
restriction.
get more function.
Yeah.
Like I feel like when you have a wider neck, you have to take fatter dabs, and it's more suitable for like flat top bangers.
Sure,
Like that,
sure.
I feel like having those as a 10 mil still a little too much restriction for the stylized
with
of the
the
banger.
bubble cap on there.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I understand. It's like kind of better for a slurper or like a charmer or something that like I really like when you're hitting the piece to feel the rumble.
Yeah.
And the slurper and the other nails that allow some sort of quartz insert to be in there, you know, or a glass insert, a boro insert, you know, a pearl.
Yeah.
When you can feel that thing moving as you're hitting that piece, there's nothing like it.
My favorite thing is when you're hitting a nice tall pillar and you have a nice quartz rod and you see it spin so fast it looks like it's starting to spin in reverse, kind of like when you're driving.
Yes, I know the exact. It's just like. Zzz.
Yeah. I have a hollow pillar that I use with a tall pearl,
Okay.
a tall pillar, and I can see the oil move through it and collect on the inside rather than getting drank by my pipe. Because, you know, when you take too big of a dab, sometimes you get some overflow.
Right.
But with that, it really fights back.
Yeah, when that shit pops into the neck, you're like, fuck, I kind of just like miss half my dab.
Gotta take another one.
Yeah.
That's
That is
the
dab
only
o'clock,
answer.
baby. Yeah, you got another one right on deck, so perfect. Yeah. What events are you excited about this year? We're really excited, obviously, to see you here. Anything else you're looking forward to this year?
Honestly, I don't even know what's up to come.
Perfect.
So
You're just living, baby.
dude, I'm just riding the wave and enjoying everything.
I fucking love it. Well, there's no better place to be, man. You're exactly where you're supposed to be, X.
Heart of the city, baby.
That's it. Well, thank you. I appreciate you coming on and interviewing with us today, bro.
No problem, man.
Have a
Thank
great
you
day.
so much.
We're here today. It's 420. We're up at Legacy DC, up above their storefront, having a little party vibe. I'm sitting down with Ian. Ian Moss is an extraordinary human being. He's into many different things. Music producer extraordinaire, trading extraordinaire,
Appreciate it.
coding, fluid dynamics, keyword.
engineering,
Yeah,
robotics.
yeah. There you go. Insert keyword here. So
Yeah.
Ian, why don't you tell the people a little bit of what's taking up most of your attention nowadays?
Yeah, I mean, nowadays my life is pretty chaotic. Like, I do a lot. I have my hands in a lot of baskets right now, but very future-oriented. I'm a PhD student, well, candidate now at the George Washington University. And probably got about a year left in that. And I'm basically studying the fluid dynamics of how sea lions swim. And currently trying to wrap up 2 papers with that project and then get around to creating my final experiment for hopefully wrapping up my dissertation and getting out hopefully like May or...
That doctorate lifestyle.
Yeah, I got that, and then I started up about a year ago because I needed money to basically work as a consultant for Guidehouse, and most of my work there is like, you know, data analytics, but I recently got put on this role for basically developing like a digital simulation utilizing AI of a gas pipeline. I don't know how much further I can talk about that right now, but
Class.
yeah.
Keep it on the DL.
No, that one's fine. That one's fine. No, it's a really cool project, so I'm excited about that. And then outside of that, started a crypto mining company about 3-4 years ago with a couple of my friends. Over the last couple months, we've kind of been just selling off the hardware and getting our funds ready to pivot more into like an investment company, which we're now using to invest in the automated trading software company that I developed and launched about 8 months ago. It's still in like a beta phase, and we're hoping to open up to more of the public realm with true marketing. Probably in the next 4 to 5 months, I would say. And we actually recently, one of our, the COO at our company, purchased this gold newsletter company, which once we have it kind of up to speed, we're kind of going through the diligence phase right now in the final purchase. But should be using that as a marketing platform, so it's gonna be cool to kind of tie in like digital money creation through, you know, getting like pays per click on advertisements from this newsletter, indirectly related, and then also have it as like our own like investment space where we can just market the automated trading software company brand.
I mean, like, when you can focus on, like, one thing and cut it up 3 ways, like,
Yeah,
find ways to, like, make
we
money
did
on
sick.
every arm of it is sick as
Yeah,
fuck.
we have a couple different bots that we offer. Right now, it's just a hands-free bot and an aggressive bot.
Aggressive.
Yeah, the aggressive one's crazy. Like, it literally turned, like, $100,000 into, like, $360K within
What's the time
a
frame?
10-day span from, like, March 10th to,
Jesus Christ.
yeah, like,
Yeah, we'll probably put some more info
was a
in the
demo.
bio
It
under
was a
this
demo account.
compilation
Yeah, definitely,
video.
like, yeah,
let people
yeah.
know, like, the pre-spots that
Yeah.
open.
we'll get that all
Because I feel like everyone's going to hear that. They're
No,
gonna be
no,
like,
definitely don't.
"Where do I
Like,
send my money?"
that's also a bot that it has full risk. Like, there's no stop loss, so theoretically you could lose.
But you as an
anything you put in.
individual user, like, you have access
You
to
have-
the full program.
Yeah, and you have
right?
the ability to cut it at any
Yeah.
point. So, and it's not often that you just get wiped in a quick run. Although recently,
What do they
with-
call that? Like a liquidation event
Yeah,
or something?
it's a volatility based bot.
Yeah.
So like if it swings too high or too low on a certain day, it can get into pretty screwy positions fast. And the thing is, like, normally when there's not crazy times like right now, like gold's not moving more than like 30 to 40 bucks in a lot of days for, you know, like a consecutive
Yeah.
month or two. And then like
to
some
have
crazy shit will
2x
happen.
profits, though, in 10 days, like,
Yeah, it's like the possibility.
you don't
there is
make that
crazy.
type of gain without
Yeah.
a little risk.
Yeah, but then we have like one that we're kind of advertising as the hands-free bot. It's a lot more like low risk. There's a 15% stop loss, about 8.6% average gains per month.
That's sick.
So that one, yeah, that's probably gonna be like the main. Definitely not.
That's definitely good enough.
Yeah,
Beats
the aggressive
inflation
bot's
better
definitely
than
like
most other investments.
to be used at your own discretion. Probably
Yeah.
not for most people.
Like expert mode.
Yeah, entirely. But yeah, that's what's taking up my time these days. Stick with what you're doing, have big goals, and have fun while you're doing it.
Dude,
Yeah.
it's good words. I agree. And then, like, I feel like a lot of people hear what you got going on, and like it is legitimately happening. Like multiple facets of your life, you're like expanding in all of those avenues, and it definitely is like possible if you have big goals and like just push yourself to use every hour of the day, like you do.
Yeah.
Just sick.
Yeah. And I'm still improving. I mean, it's a process. Like,
Yeah.
I'm definitely fully getting into routine again.
Yeah, we were talking earlier about it just being like a big wave,
Yeah,
taking every
yeah.
dip as like an opportunity to buy in more and
Yeah.
fucking learn something.
What have you smoked so far?
Yeah. What you dabbing on?
No, what have you smoked so far?
Oh, thought you were asking the people. I smoked a couple joints, hash hole, took a dab, ate some edibles, just taking a full thread.
It's Zab o'clock, baby, always.
Had a really strong pre-roll, really mid-Z pre-roll. It was like
Which one was
pretty
the
good
strong
balance. The first one was the strongest one.
one? What was it?
I don't know, dude. I asked the homie, but he was so fried, we were just like, you know.
That's the true 420 vibes. He's just like, fuck it, dude. I'm gonna roll something up, and you're gonna get as high as possible.
I'm just
and I'm not gonna
absolutely
tell
riding the
you
wave.
what the fuck it is, dude.
We're riding the wave.
You're just gonna smoke this shit and enjoy it, and I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, no.
And you're like, yeah, fuck it. I'm
It was
there.
fire.
I'm in.